Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. It's a general message. It could be past, present, or future. Collective, you're going to know best how this resonates for you and where it fits on your timeline. All right, so with that being said, let's just see. What do you need to know right now? What's the message, Spirit? The Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit, and the Ten of Wands in reverse, Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. All right, this looks like a pretty clear message to start off with. It's like you don't have to carry a burden here, or you're going to be able to put a burden down, okay? Things are going to start to feel easier, or they're going to start to feel lighter. You're going to get to put something down here that feels really hard and it feels like a struggle. And it has to do with not working together with others. All right. That is like a clear message that's been coming out for 2 weeks now. The Hermit, doing something alone, keeping something to yourself, keeping something under wraps, you know, listening to the voice within, not asking others for advice, not asking others what you think, you know, what it's like. It feels kind of like a test, okay? Or it feels like an exercise for someone when it comes to listening to your inner voice. All right, what is your inner soul? What is your spirit guiding you to do? Okay, and follow that. Follow that above all else, okay? Because I feel like everybody does this, or everybody has gone through this. If you don't do this anymore, more than likely you learned this lesson in the past, which is sometimes when you get advice from other people, it's not the best advice, okay? And sometimes somebody will give you some sort of advice and you feel instinctively like, I don't really know about that. I don't really feel like that's what I should be doing, okay? So if you've learned this in the past, then you know that the biggest decisions in life that you make, you should make alone, and you should make from what your inner voice is guiding you to do. Because sometimes you want to make big decisions and you have people around you that tell you not to do it, or to do it this way, or to do it the way they want you to do it, right? And sometimes that can get in your ear, and it can kind of throw you off, right? Because you'll think something is a good idea, and then someone will talk to you, and then all of a sudden you're like, all right, maybe I shouldn't do that. But your inner voice is telling you to do it, right? Or it's the other way around. Your inner voice is telling you not to do something, and then somebody kind of messes with your head, and then you end up doing something that you realize afterwards you shouldn't have done, right? So this kind of feels like whatever you just went through here was an exercise. It was kind of like an exercise, right? The exercise is, don't ask other people for advice. Listen to your inner voice. Okay? Your inner voice or your soul is guiding you in the right direction always. Okay? Your intuition and that your inner wisdom and what you know is always guiding you in the right direction. There's always a light on in front of you telling you where the path is, right? So someone here has, I guess, realized like you can't ask everyone for advice. You can't trust everyone. And sometimes people will give you advice where they mean well, but like even then you should be cautious of listening to it, because maybe some things like don't apply. Like I'm even getting a bit of like, you know, in tarot readings, right? Where these are general readings, okay? So they could apply to you, they could apply to someone else. So if somebody is getting advice or giving advice to, let's say the advice is to work together with others, that advice might actually be for someone else, right? So in this situation, it's kind of like your inner voice is telling you not to work together with others. But then maybe your advice is you should work together with others. So what are you going to listen to? Because that advice might actually not be for you. It might be for someone else. You get what I'm saying? But now you're wondering if you should ask someone else for advice or you should confide in someone else. It's kind of giving me that situation, right? It might have been even a test. It feels more like it was a test. Are you going to listen to your inner voice, what your inner voice is telling you to do? I feel like this is the energy of someone. This could be you or someone else. Just take it how it resonates. But it's like you're starting to get to the point where you're realizing that, oh, my intuition was telling me that. And oh, my intuition was telling me that too. You know, and it's like you start to realize that your intuition is correct most of the time. Like that feeling that you have or that inner wisdom that you have, it is correct almost 100% of the time, right? If we're not confusing it with feelings like fear or feelings like hope, okay? So you really have to discern, you know, there's fear, there's hope, and then there's intuition in the middle, right? So we have to figure out what it is, right, that we're feeling, all right? And intuition is that inner knowing. It's just like this unexplainable inner knowing, but it's very, very subtle, deep within, deep within. And fear and hope are felt more like in this area, I feel, like especially like here. I feel like fear and hope are felt here. And then intuition is felt like deep within, you know, the solar plexus area down there. So I feel like this is something that you might have just gone through or something you went through in the past, all right? And you're going to start realizing, or this is the point that you're at right now, is where you realize that life is a lot easier, or things get a lot easier, like burdens get a lot easier when you listen to that inner voice, right? Like your inner voice could have told you, don't work together with other people. Don't work together with them. Don't work. And this could be anything. This doesn't have to be actual work colleagues. This could even be like, you know, no, don't work together with that doctor. Don't work together with that lawyer. Don't work together with this person because something just doesn't feel right. And instead of forcing it and saying, okay, yeah, this doctor, you know, they just really, like, let's say it's a dentist, they just really messed up my tooth, but I'm just going to keep going back there over and over again, even though your inner wisdom is telling you, don't work together with that person, right? It's like your burdens will get easier when you start listening to that voice, right? Yeah, or like don't work together with this lawyer, right? They're not doing their job. They're not doing what I asked them to do. They're not listening to me. It's like if you try and push through that feeling, it's not going to go anywhere, right? So what's the Three of Pentacles reverse? The Six of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, being confused, all right? So someone here could have been confused, didn't know what to do, didn't know what to think. The Eight of Swords, yeah, stuck, trapped. Or again, it's like realizing why you shouldn't have worked together with someone, or why it was better not to approach someone or go in a specific direction. All right, what's the Hermit? The Queen of Pentacles, Lovers in reverse. Okay, so Virgo energy here. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, something about we have Virgo and Gemini here. Or it has to do with a breakup or something not working out in love. Okay. What's the Ten of Wands reverse? The Ace of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So this has to do with somebody offering something, all right? Somebody wanted to offer something, but there was nothing in the cup. Somebody wanted to give an offer to someone, but there was nothing in there. It was just a fish, a stinky fish in the cup, all right? This has to do with someone being codependent, financially unstable, willing to do anything for money. All right, let's see what that is. Tell me more about this Three of Pentacles reverse. The Four of Cups. Yeah, rejecting someone, rejecting something, okay? Saying something is not good enough, all right? Rejecting someone. A King of Swords in the reverse. Rejecting something, rejecting someone, saying, what's that about? Lovers. Okay, so something about a relationship or something about having a lover or occupation. Oh. All right, so this looks like sex work, gotta be honest. Okay. Something about that maybe. What's this about? Something being not enough. So why did this person... I feel like this is someone that in the past, they rejected you. They told you that something was not enough. This could even be someone that said they don't want to work together with you in the past, even though you had more than enough to offer, all right? They didn't want to work together with you. They rejected something that you brought them, and they said it's not enough because of some sort of lovers as an occupation. What's that about, huh? Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords. The Ten of Wands and the Seven of Wands. A burden, somebody trying to block someone. Somebody is putting all of their power, all of their might, all of their force, every little ounce of strength that they have, they are putting into blocking someone, blocking you. That's what I feel. Okay. They want to create a confusion. They want to create an illusion. They want victory and success. They want to put an enormous burden on someone, using all of their force, power, and might to make you feel like something is not enough. Make you feel like something is not good enough. You don't have enough. Right? That could be another reason why you have to do something alone, is because you're up against a bunch of people that want to block you at every single chance and opportunity they have by telling you that what you have is not enough. Like, let's say this is like a court case, okay, or something, I don't know, where you have to present something that you have, right? Okay, or it's like an idea at work. I don't know, just take it how it resonates, right? You have to present something. And no matter what you present, no matter how much you have, no matter how much, like what kind of a point you can defend, right? They tell you it's not enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. We don't want it. We're going to reject it. We're not going to work together with this. It's not enough, not good enough. And when you get that kind of a rejection, you have to discern if it's really that you don't have enough, or you don't have or what you have isn't good enough, or it's these people that are just trying to block you. Okay, so let's take it like a work situation. All right, so you have a meeting and you have to present a new marketing strategy at your company. All right, but you have a competitor that is also wanting to present, and they want their, or let's say it's like your superior or your boss or manager or whatever, they have a marketing strategy that is not as good as yours, but they want their strategy to be the one that gets chosen. So what are they going to say? You have an amazing presentation, you have all this information, and they tell you it's not good enough. It's not enough. And why? Because they want to block you. That's why. All right, that's basically this. The 10 of Cups. Okay, this could be a family situation or a community, a big community, lots of people. Lots of people are getting bad karma. All right. So that's why, okay, so that's why they want to block you and they want to tell you something is not good enough or you don't have enough, because if you did present what you have, if you did bring forward your evidence, your presentation, then a whole community of people, an entire group, would all get bad karma, would all get bad results, all would not get the Wheel of Fortune. It would be you getting it. Right? That's what they don't want. They don't want you to get the Wheel of Fortune. Because if you got it, they're in the reverse. That's what it's about. It's not about the fact that you don't have enough. You definitely do. You definitely do. Okay? They just don't want you to be able to present it. That's all. Bad health. This has to do with somebody being in bad health. Okay? And a house. Bad health and a house. This has to do with somebody being in bad health in a house, or is this a hospital? I mean, that could be a hospital, or it could be a doctor, right? A doctor's office, a hospital. Why do they not want this to come out, huh? Because they're trying to switch something around so that there's a permanent ending. Oh, okay. So they don't want you to present anything because they've been switching things around here and trying to create confusion and trying to get people's hands tied up. And they've been switching things around. Right. The Hierophant. Okay, so this could have something to do with a doctor. I mean, we have a job here, okay? Occupation, then we have lovers. So I don't know if that's like sex work or what that's supposed to be. Or somebody's dating someone that works somewhere, okay? This looks like a hospital, bad health at the house. Death, and I mean, this could even be like a death certificate. Or something from a hospital, or like autopsy. For some reason, I'm getting even something like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like they're switching something around here. Okay, so what's the Hermit? The King of Cups. King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords in reverse. They don't want something to be looked into, okay? They took a stupid risk. They took a stupid risk and they don't want this looked into. And that's why they don't want you to present what you have or present your evidence. All right, what's that about? Thoughts, that was the plan. That's what they're thinking of, okay? Being charmed and used. They're trying to charm people. They're trying to use people, okay? Or that's what they've been doing, is they've been charming people, using people, being snakes, narcissistic snakes, wrapping themselves around people with lies. And they want their version of the story to be the one that goes through. They want to cover up their lies, their manipulation. Watching, looking, stalking in reverse. Yeah, because if you were the one to present something, or if you came forward and had something, all right, then they wouldn't be able to change the perception anymore, right? Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting in the reverse. They wouldn't be able to gaslight everybody around them and change the perception here about what they did, what they're trying to switch around. With a soulmate connection, with a partnership, an agreement, a contract. Why am I feeling something here with like a certificate or something with doctors or hospitals or something like that? Yeah. Yeah, okay. What's the Ten of Wands in reverse? I was going to make a crime hour out of the last one, and then I kind of didn't get to it, I feel. So maybe with this one, we'll see. I just let spirit take me, okay? Like the river. Just go where it flows, right? So Ten of Wands reverse. Look, they don't want a message of concern about something that they did that was illegal. High honor reverse, something here was illegal. It was illegal what they did. And they just don't want to carry the burden. They don't want to be implicated in this. They don't want to be burdened with something illegal that they did. So that's why when you come up, this is like you wanting to present evidence, or you wanting to bring a lawsuit, or you wanting to go to the company, whatever it is, going up the ladder, whatever it is, and them telling you straight up, it's not enough. We're not taking it on. Nope. We don't want it because of this, because they did something illegal that they're trying to cover up, all right? Yeah, okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. There was no death. There's no coffin here. There's no death. And a breakup. No death, but why am I getting like a doctor and a death here? Okay, or a death certificate or something going on with a hospital or some sort, like this is really giving me like documents that were forged, fabricated, switched around, altered, but there was no death. It's like faking a death certificate, faking hospital records, faking some pretty serious shit here. Keeping something to yourself. Focus on yourself. This has to do with keeping something to yourself, all right? The Phoenix, the year of the horse, the fire horse. I swear, I was thinking yesterday, I think that this card in this year, every time I see it, it's going to be the fire horse, all right? The Phoenix. Okay? Now something can transform because you kept something to yourself. I don't know what that means, but now something can transform here. And this has to do with moving forward, receiving what you need in silence. As long as you move forward in silence, you're going to receive what you need. I guess. Or you cut something off here. Now you can progress. Now you can move on. Now you can move forward with something. But you have to keep it to yourself, or you have to do it alone. Like that's, for some reason, that is very important. Like something is only going to move forward if you keep it to yourself and if you do it alone. Because these people obviously don't want you to do something. Photograph in reverse. They don't want you to present the photographs. They don't want you to present the paperwork. They don't want you to show the evidence. They don't want to see your presentation. They don't want you to get this. Nothing. They don't want anybody to ever see this or get this or put it in a file. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, so let's see here. Anything else before I move into the crime cards? The Chariot. Yeah, this is about moving forward with no fear. All right, this is your time to get on the Chariot, which is the fire horse in this reading. All right, no fear. You have nothing to be afraid of, okay? You can just charge forward with full will and determination, okay, into the future. No fear. Take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith into your freedom. This is a new beginning for you, okay? This is a new beginning for you. Six of Wands in reverse. They're going to lose, all right? They lost. They already lost. They're already defeated. They're already going to lose because they're not going to get the good financial news. They get bad financial news, okay? They already lost. The Ten of Wands in reverse. They're trying to get a burden off their back. They're trying to get out of something that they've done, okay? They don't want to carry the weight of something that they did. Yeah, this is about you taking action here or you moving forward, you planning your next steps to fight through something alone. The Nine of Wands is someone alone. Okay, the wounded warrior, the battle wounded warrior, no matter what somebody does to you, no matter what someone throws at your head, you are going to get back up and keep fighting, okay? Even if you feel like you're tired, you're burnt out, you can't do it anymore, you keep fighting. That's it, all right? Because this is the battle is won, but we're at war, all right? So get back out there, out of the trenches, right? The Two of Pentacles, yeah, because they're trying to switch something around here, okay? The Devil. They tried to switch something around, and I feel like it's like legally binding documents. Legally binding things, documents, business contracts. This is what they're trying to flip around. King of Cups. And this is big. This feels like fraud on a big scale. Okay, so do you have advice for someone? Or the Four of Pentacles, hold on to something with everything you got. Do not let that thing go. All right, you need to keep this to yourself and hold on to it. All right, or someone, yeah, the Seven of Swords in reverse, they're going to get exposed. As long as something is with you and only you, and you hold on to that little thing with all of your might and protect it, they're going to get exposed, okay? Do not let that thing go. Do not let it go. Because that thing is what they told you was not enough. It was not good enough. And there's a reason why they told you this is not enough. It's not good enough. We don't want it. There's a reason why they said that. Okay, because you're holding on to something that could blow up everything. And not just that, it's going to expose a lot of crime, a lot of corruption. You cannot let that thing go. Okay, you cannot let it go. You can't let anyone get it, and you cannot. Something has to be done alone because of this. Okay. Do not tell anyone or you're going to be in a trap, all right? Do not tell anyone anything, again, or you're trapped. They will trap you, okay? Very important. They will trap you. They will find a way to trap you if you tell anyone anything, okay? So that's look, that's the message for right now. Whatever happens in the future will come out in the future, but for right now, it's like if anyone you have to hold on to this because they will find a way to trap you. If anyone finds out, okay? So just hold on to it for now. Just hold on to it for now. Okay? For now, just hold on to it. Just hold it like this safely. Okay? That's it. Don't do anything with it right now. Just hold on to it for a later date. Okay? Because for right now, you can't do anything with it. Right now, you can't do anything with this thing, unfortunately, because there's too many powerful people that will take it away from you if you try and do something with it right now. All right, so just keep it for later. Okay? Yeah. This has to do with Scorpio, Virgo energy again. Okay. The Emperor and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay, don't give it to anyone. All right, don't give it to the Emperor. Don't give it to anyone. Don't give it to anyone. Not even the Emperor. Okay? Just hold on to it for now. That's the plan, okay? That's the plan. The High Priestess. Yeah, listen to your intuition about something being a bad plan. Listen to your intuition about something being a bad strategy, a bad plan, something that you should not do, or something that you should do. I don't know. Again, listen to your inner voice. Listen to your inner wisdom. I mean, I can tell you what to do, but what is your inner wisdom telling you to do? What is your inner voice telling you to do? I can only tell you that there's people here that they told you it wasn't enough, and there was a reason for that. I can tell you that Spirit is saying, hold on to this thing and keep it safe. Okay? And listen to your intuition. Right? So one thing that I do as a good practice is before I do anything at all, I imagine the scenario in my mind and how it feels to me to do that, to take that action. Even just imagining myself doing that will make me feel like it's a good idea or a bad idea. Like I will feel it in my intuitive energy field if something is like, no, then I know it's not that way. And then I imagine it in this way. And if I feel like light and good about it, and I feel like something is like, like I'm trying to explain how it feels intuitively for me. It feels like, then I'm like, oh, that might be the way. But if it feels like, then no. But there's something here where it's like nobody can tell you. I mean, people can give you advice and I can tell you kind of what's coming out, but you're going to feel if something is a bad strategy or if it's a good strategy, okay? Important is that you hold on to this and you make sure that something always stays in your hands or it stays in your control, or you make sure that something cannot at any cost get into the wrong person's hands. Right? So listen to your intuition. If your intuition is telling you something is a bad strategy, something feels like you can't plan really long term, you don't know where something's going to go, listen to that feeling, okay? If your intuition is telling you do not give something to this Emperor, listen to that feeling, okay? So what else? The Four of Swords. Keep something to yourself. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't tell anyone. Silence. Silence or rest. Peace. Peace, calm, silence. All right, I don't know. Rest. Take a minute to rest. The Three of Cups. Don't tell this group or Be careful what you tell a group of people, or, you know, I don't know. The 5 of Wands, the 8 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, something about not wanting conflict, not creating a conflict, making sure something goes smoothly with no conflict, no drama, or it'll backfire, or it'll get blocked, okay? Or blocking all the conflict, making sure that there's no conflict, that something is blocked. The 6 of Swords. Yeah, moving on to safety, not working together with others, all right? It's like the only way that you can really get out of something safely is by not working together with anyone. Don't ask anyone for advice. Don't ask anyone for help. Don't ask anyone, you know, to work together with. You can't. All right, now, and that's how you move through something with no fear. Yeah, if no one knows, then what are you supposed to be afraid of? Right? If no one can know anything, if nobody can find anything out because you're not saying anything, you're not telling anyone, then how are you supposed to be afraid? Can't be afraid of things that people don't know about, right? There's no reason to be nervous or scared because no one knows. Nobody knows. No one knows anything at all. So there's nothing to be scared of, right? The Lovers. This has to do with a relationship. Oh. And someone healing from heartbreak, overcoming heartbreak, pain and betrayal. Somebody moving out of a house, losing a house, moving out of a community. All right. Leaving a community, a Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody lying about something, a Queen of Pentacles. Again, Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords in reverse. So why do you keep telling me about these two? All right, because they've come out twice now. The Snake. The snake, that's why, because there's someone here around you that is a snake. A snake, a straight up snake. And something was a bad choice. Yeah, trusting a snake is going to be a bad choice. Or trusting a snake was a bad choice. Maybe you learned the hard way that you should have never trusted someone, okay? You should have never trusted someone. All right, so let me get the crime cards. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Tell me more about this King of Swords in reverse and somebody rejecting the collective, saying something is not enough. Solar plexus. And I was saying intuition. Maybe that's important for someone to realize that your intuition, well, for me at least, okay? Everybody is different, but for me, my intuition is like here in my solar plexus and it feels like in the core, right? That's where that feeling is. Fear and hope is like more in this area. Solar plexus back there is where I feel my intuition, okay? So that could be important for someone. Like I feel fear like more here, like, and it feels more like, fear feels more like it's outside of me. You know, like it's like hovering. Intuition feels deep within, okay? W or M, the Police. Okay, the Police. Real estate. Okay, a property, an injury at a property. An injury at a property, the police, taxes, and South America. What does that mean? It has something to do with a landlord. Yeah, landlord, real estate property. and a passport. Third party gossip and slander. International. Third party gossip. So somebody is gossiping, a third party. This has to do with something international, a passport. That's the sign or the message. This international injury inside. Getting in. Feeling something inside the solar plexus. Maybe that's what you need to know. Or somebody needs to know is how do I find my intuition, or maybe it's even like wondering like how did you know something, or how do you feel these things, or how do you know what to do, because you feel it inside, you feel it in your solar plexus. You just follow the feeling. You just follow the feeling. It's not a thought. It's in the solar plexus. Nothing is a thought. It's a feeling. I don't know. Something to do with someone breaking into something. Okay, clothes. Something about the clothes and breaking in. Breaking into a home. Breaking into a property. And something going on with courts. Needing an alibi. M or W. M or W. This has to do with somebody that needs an alibi for something, or is trying to create an alibi for something by breaking into a real estate property because they've been gossiping and slandering something about an injury or a third party. Your ex. Okay, your ex. So somebody, the police, somebody here could be helping your ex create an alibi for a break-in to your house. Yeah, this all has to do with organized crime and a hitman. And somebody being coerced into something here because of debt. Or feeling like they have to pay a debt. Coerced into something. Okay, so what's this with bad health at a house? Or is that injury in a home? Europe. Lying about property, okay? Because they're lying about what happened at a property. So somebody claimed that there was somebody injured at a home, that an injury happened at a home because of a break-in, because they helped someone try and break in the house. Okay. This number 6, warning, heart chakra. Warning, heart chakra. Warning, heart chakra. So something that somebody is feeling, it's like pay attention to where you're feeling the emotion. Like, I don't know if this is about somebody that's confusing intuition with something else, because it says warning, heart chakra, pay attention to your solar plexus. Like, I don't know, is somebody's heart getting in the way of something? What's that about? Somebody being two-faced and deceptive. So okay, this goes back to the snake energy. It's like in your solar plexus, in your intuition, you might have been feeling that somebody was two-faced and deceptive. but your heart might have been getting in the way of actually believing it, okay? And this has to do with somebody betraying someone with a weapon. Somebody being betrayed with a weapon. Being betrayed with a weapon? Breaking into a house with an injury and a weapon. Somebody's lying about a property or what happened at a property. Driver's license, a protective, something that was given to a prosecutor or district attorney, a protective order. And a driver's license. A protective order, a driver's license. Okay, hold on. Okay, so there's something about an injury at the house. What is it they're trying to switch around here? Wait, I think lying, the fact that they're lying about something. Lying about somebody being in debt. Solar plexus, VPN, and clothes. Again with the solar plexus, no. So in your solar plexus or your intuition was telling you no. I'm just going to say solar plexus is intuition in this reading because that's what it feels like, right? So your intuition was telling you no, someone is lying. But for some reason it was like hard for you to believe that. Or for this person, whoever this is. And this has to do with somebody getting karma for witchcraft. Getting karma for witchcraft. A truck driver. Somebody is corrupt. L. Somebody is corrupt. Throat chakra. Something about what is said or what somebody said. Something about what somebody said. No. Somebody said no, or you told someone no, or you intuitively felt like you should say no to something or say no to someone. Cocaine. Information, opportunity. The opportunity to give someone information. That there was an opportunity to give someone information. Somebody intuitively felt like the answer would be no. Or you shouldn't do this, or somebody should not do this, or somebody should not use this opportunity. Because of somebody doing spell work, witchcraft, an employee, something about witchcraft, spell work, that somebody had a physical disease or somebody was sick. Wi-Fi, VPN, backfire, something backfired with Wi-Fi. A betrayal in an investigation with a weapon. Firing a weapon? something to do with an investigation into a betrayal, has to do with a weapon or firing a weapon, backfire. Somebody's going to get karma for lying for what they said because this was corrupt. They were helping someone, a driver, a truck driver, and this has to do with witchcraft and spell work. Antibiotics. AA, power of attorney, antibiotics, a narcissist. This has to do with somebody traveling and their health. Yeah, something about someone's health, okay? Something about antibiotics, somebody traveling, something about health insurance and traveling. Somebody getting injured while they were traveling, maybe. Somebody got injured while they were traveling. You might have known that they were going to lie about this. Now they're getting a backfire because of a betrayal with a weapon. P, undercover. Undercover P. Undercover police or an agreement to do something undercover. H, frozen money or assets, poison. An agreement to do something undercover with opioids or POPO, again, police. Undercover police because of somebody lying, cheating, stealing, being a thief with an offshore account. So it kind of feels like somebody having a secret agreement with someone that works for the police. Or somebody in the police force helping someone create an alibi, a fake alibi in an investigation. Is that what this is? That's why they're telling you something is not enough, because they're helping someone create a fake alibi? No, never mind. No. Power of attorney. No, it's not police, it's an attorney. No. Betrayal P. Somebody is a thief. Somebody is a liar. They're a thief. They're a criminal. They stole something here. P. Health insurance. Health insurance is a money or a paper trail with a cleaning service. There's a money or a paper trail with somebody who has a cleaning service. Or what is this? Cleaning the pipes? Is this pipe cleaning? Pipes. P for pipes. Identity fraud. Government agency. There is somebody in some sort of a government agency that is helping someone commit identity fraud because of a money or a paper trail. And this has to do with somebody disguising themselves with a deposit. Somebody wearing a disguise and depositing something. Hacker attack. Something about being attacked, okay, because of a hacker. Because of a hacker. Innocent. Set up. Trying to set up an innocent person. Yeah, trying to set up the innocent, all right? So why did someone tell you that something wasn't enough? Why did they reject you? Because they're trying to set up an innocent person by disguising someone and getting someone to deposit something with a disguise. That's why they stole someone's clothes. Because someone in a government agency is helping these people commit identity fraud with a disguise. And all of this to give someone a fake alibi. And this has to do with somebody crashing a car on drugs. A car crash on drugs. Hacking. Something about hacking, okay? A security camera. Security camera, street. Is this like a street camera? A street camera. And a car. And something about a hacker. Something about someone being a hacker or hacking. Okay. Something about saying something. Speaking up, saying something. Something about speaking and saying, yeah, things that you're saying or things that you're speaking about, you could know that people are listening to you because they're hacked into your devices. Hacked into, like, you know, computer microphones and stuff like that. Did you know they can hack smart TVs now and listen to you through your TV? They can definitely hack your computer microphones and your laptop microphones. Oh, yeah. No, and you're saying no, never mind, no. So what is this about? No, you're saying no, poison, no. Okay, scratch that. Don't get paranoid, please. It has to do with an investigation, projecting why. This has to do with an investigation, HY. An investigation into HY. L, karma, and somebody getting karma, L. Now somebody's going to get karma, L. Because of somebody running away, Rico. Now someone's going to get karma because somebody ran away. P, S, bacteria, virus, or mold. I honestly, I feel like this is like a virus, malware. I don't know, but that's what I feel. Wiretap. Why is that coming out now? Hacker, hacking. Or is that part of their, what they try to erase, right? What they try to cover up is the immense hacking. Okay, how much somebody hacked you and stalked you or hacked into all your devices. Or IV. LSIV. Sylvia. Well, I don't know that, but that's kind of the first thing that popped into my head just now. Sylv. Oh, or silver. Maybe it's silver. Silver? Silver. This has to do with a document. A document with Homeland Security, Customs, and Zoll. Documents with Homeland Security, Customs, Zoll, and an accountant. and a landlord. Okay, what about all these documents? And PayPal. In the case, cash. They're in the case. Cash. C-A-S. Huh? What about it? Binding documents. Binding documents? They were stolen. Robbery A. National. Something was stolen. Robbery. Privacy invasion. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. You guys can tell me in the comments. Or is this all the documents that they've been trying to switch around here? All right. These are all the documents they've been switching around with their identity fraud. So let's see, what is this here with the Hermit? With the Hermit and the Hermit in reverse. Okay, somebody not wanting somebody to look into something, figure something out. With a disguise, or the fact that someone was wearing a disguise. And now they're going to get karma. The hacker. Now a hacker is about to get karma because of somebody wearing a disguise, H, and running away. Because somebody wore a disguise and ran away. And that's why the hacker is about to get karma. Because somebody gave someone cash, D. Again, cash and silver? Because somebody gave someone cash and silver. And somebody ran away wearing a disguise, giving someone cash and silver. Okay, whatever that means. F, X, and special effects. What? Government agency. Cash and silver. Somebody wearing a disguise pretending to be from a government agency is going to get karma. That's the answer to the email. That's the answer to the email. That's the answer about the mail. That's the answer about the mail. Is that someone... Number 5. And a car. That's the answer about the mail and the car. It has to do with K. Somebody's getting a warning that they were coerced. 5 and 6, a driver's license. Something about driving a car. Something about driving a car. Wearing a disguise and then running away. Getting cash and silver. This is organized crime. Making a report. A third party made a report about an injury. Wearing a disguise and running away. So let me get this straight. Okay, the police. So let's say somebody goes up to the police, right? And they're a hacker wearing a disguise. So obviously they can't walk in because they're not that person. They're disguising themselves. So so I'm assuming the way it's coming out, they didn't drop it in the mailbox, or did they? I don't know. They put it in the mail, wearing a disguise and then running away really quickly so nobody can see it was them, making a false report. That's kind of what this looks like. So a false report, a third party wearing a disguise and then running away really quickly so that nobody knows it's them. Okay. Something about cash and silver. Okay, so maybe that's what the hermit is. So it's all of them wearing fake disguises, committing identity fraud, the hermit. All right, so it's a bunch of people pretending to be someone else. Yeah, organized crime, all right. Here's their warning. DH, this is the second time this has come out. DH, HD, warning, something is in HD, okay. Root chakra, something about money. There's going to be an investigation into an affidavit, or there was an investigation into an affidavit or into a testimony or into a written statement. And it was given to the prosecutor or a district attorney, police, P. And it has to do with a pregnancy, M. Pregnancy, M. Okay, so somebody wearing a fake identity with a disguise writes a fake testimony or a fake affidavit, and they throw it in the mail wearing someone else's, or pretending to be someone else, and then they run away really quickly, okay? Is what I'm getting. And this has to do with an accountant and Homeland Security, Customs, Zoll. Why does that keep coming out? Because of something about somebody depositing something. Something about how somebody deposited something. Someone is innocent when it comes to depositing something or deposit. Okay. It has to do with an attorney. Something that was said to an attorney. Or something that an attorney said. Something that an attorney claimed or said. Someone is innocent with a deposit or an account, or depositing something into account. Cryptocurrency, kidnapping, G. This has to do with somebody depositing cryptocurrency, cash and silver into a deposit or into an account. The police. Okay, I don't know what this means, but alibi. Trying to create identity fraud, yo. Identity fraud, exactly. Money or paper trail. Somebody is trying to create a paper trail or a money trail as an alibi to their identity fraud and whatever they did at a property, okay? 2. Number 2, 2 things, 2. Stalker. Hacker, stalker. V. It's a setup. Somebody stole something. It's a setup. This is about a setup with documents, okay? Projecting something onto a case, or how they projected something with a case has to do with a cleaning service, trying to set someone up with documents. It has to do with how they did this, I guess. And the way that they did this is by putting on a disguise, putting your copycat here, could be this Queen of Swords reverse, putting them in a costume, having this person run really quick, throw something in and run away really quick. I don't know, okay? And this is how they did their identity fraud. And for some reason, that's important. Because somebody was pretending to be you just to project something here with a case, okay? Like, you're not scared to show your face. You're not, I feel like you are not scared to show it's you. Hello, it's me. Yes, look at me. Okay, I don't need to run away really fast. H. An account, something about depositing something into an account. Something about depositing something innocent. An accountant or an account. Depositing something into an account, innocent. Identity fraud. Something was identity fraud, definitely. National. And now someone is depressed, M. Yes. Okay, so that's what all this was about. Someone driving somewhere. Yes. Yes. Identity fraud. Okay, yes, it was identity fraud. The South. Betrayal and P. Betraying someone with the police, maybe? With P, with the police? I feel like P is police, honestly. Now the truth is out about some sort of an attack, okay? All right, I feel like... Okay, I feel like we're getting to the end of the reading, okay? It's been a long one, guys, I know. So anything else we need to know here about what they did that was so illegal? Heart chakra. F and X. L. L, running away. FLX. LXF. What does that mean? The answer. What does that mean? B. BR, forensics, and a doctor. Somebody getting a bribe. Forensics. Bribing a doctor. BR. LF. Okay. SEX. Doing someone a favor here. Crown chakra. Okay, so your crown chakra is lighting up right now. Okay. That somebody did someone a favor. They bribed someone in forensics. No, never mind. No. Okay, didn't bribe someone in forensics. A judge. They bribed a judge. Okay. Mortgage at a house. To lie about cocaine. Okay, so they bribed a judge to do someone a favor and lie about cocaine because of something that they did at a house. And this has to do with a VPN and a weapon. Okay, a weapon. And something on a camera. Marriage, a letter, and tarot. A marriage letter. A marriage certificate, maybe. Okay, something on a camera. Google search. Has to do with a ring or jewelry and C. A Google search about a marriage certificate has to do with a wiretapping. M or W. Or somebody's being wiretapped, okay? MBRFXL. Somebody here sold their soul. Something on the phone, 7. Something about wiretapping a phone. Real estate has to do with something happening at the house or at a property. Something about the information in the case files being AI or ChatGPT. Something about a letter, okay? Something about a letter, the way a letter was written maybe, okay? The fact that something in the case files is AI or ChatGPT, the information, something about the way that they ran away in the middle of the night or something like that. A wire, and something about being wiretapped. Okay, like the fact that maybe you know you're being tracked all the time or something like that. Because of a neighbor and something on the West Coast. And this all has to do with a neighbor and somebody on the West Coast or going to the West Coast. Trafficking. The number 2, a stalker. Stalking someone, documents, 2 people stalking you. 2 people stalking you. Maybe you've noticed that 2 people are trailing you or something like that. Maybe, I don't know why I'm getting that. That seems oddly specific, but maybe you've noticed that there's 2 people that keep showing up at places where you are together. And this has to do with somebody driving somewhere with documents. And the South M. Someone from the South and the letter M that keeps coming out. Maybe you were worried that somebody would follow you while you were driving somewhere. Okay. Maybe you were worried that somebody was trailing you, that they were following you while you were driving. Maybe, like I said, you've noticed that people are stalking you or following you. And this has to do with a negotiation with a friend. A negotiation with a friend about some sort of hush money. Why is that coming out? This stalker energy, okay? This hacker energy, this stalker energy. 2 people being wiretapped, knowing that you're being wiretapped, knowing that you're being hacked, possibly. Why is that important here? It could also have something to do with like you following your intuition. Like if your intuition is telling you, like, I don't know, like I feel like I've seen that person before, or I feel like I saw that person there as well. It's like, why do I feel like I've seen this person in multiple places? Or if your intuition is telling you, like, maybe I'm being hacked. Like, I don't know if that's what this is. Something about a real estate. Yeah, something about a house. Okay, a property, a letter. Has to do with case files. Oops, case files and a ring or jewelry. Something about driving to. Something about driving by, okay, while someone is on the West Coast, or driving to the West Coast, driving on the West Coast, driving. Something about a phone and a house. Something about a phone. Information. Yeah, your phone. Has to do with someone running away, M. Running away and M. Malpractice with a transaction. A transaction is what they're trying to cover up here. The death of J. Death of J is what they're trying to cover up. And the choices that they made. Warning, kidnapping. Somebody's getting a warning because of a kidnapping. Something can be traced back with international taxes. Oh yeah, don't do that. Do not do some international taxes, yo. I'm telling you, that's going to get traced back. Okay, somebody wants to try and do some international taxes. Don't even try that. That is definitely going to get traced back to you. Okay. Organized crime. They're stupid as fuck. Okay, really stupid as fuck. Investigation. Yeah, investigation into an organized crime ring. I would not do that. International taxes. Power of attorney. Okay, so there's an attorney here who feels like they have all the power in this investigation because they're using a VPN. Oh, eye roll. Okay. Hush money. Trying to keep money a secret because of a neighbor. And this has to do with a friend on the East Coast. Okay. And a computer or a laptop. A transfer of information. Somebody transferring information from a computer or a laptop. This has to do with someone getting good news about M. M keeps popping out. Computer or laptop, a transfer of information and videos. Security camera and PayPal. Okay, so something on a security camera and PayPal. That's the sign or the message about this chain reaction. That's the sign or the message about a chain reaction, or why you reacted the way that you did, or why you did what you did, or the sign or the message about the chain reaction. All right, man, I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, long reading. Okay, I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.